Rosemary, I've come back to see you. Are you here with us today?
Now, going on the latest pictures that we've found and landgate maps, which go back to 1963.
Oh.
According to that, this is approximately where...
How do you feel?
I'm not a monster. If you've got something to tell us, tell us.
How are you, Rosemary?
Now, going on the maps, this is approximately where the original stump was, not the one we thought, which is over there. Now, if you look at the photos, and hopefully I remember to include them, this is where John said he picked Rosemary up from, by the stump. But if you look at the photos of Eric with the police officers, and I'm still reading Estelle Blackburn's book at the moment, he's standing about here because the road has slightly changed, pointing that way, that's where he saw Rosemary after he hit her. And that's where we were getting this R, which has been destroyed. And what we thought was the original stump, but it's not. So we've come back again, Rosemary. What can you tell us?
How are you today, sweetie? Are you going to say g'day?
It's bloody quiet compared to last time, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, instantly it said before...
Stay with me.
Are you sure? What would you like to talk about?
Not recently.
You can't talk to us about recently. No, not if you're Rosemary.
Rosemary, we found a little bit more about your story. And if you don't mind me embarrassing you, or was it that John tried to do something to you that you weren't very happy about?
You didn't feel comfortable? Or was it over fish?
Rosemary, can you tell me who hit you?
Bloody. I'm trying.
You were very bloody too, Rosemary.
Yeah, you're trying. Okay, sweetie. If I could just ask you, Rosemary, while you're trying, are you able to just tell us something that identifies that it's you?
Have you gone?
Who?
Yeah, you just went all weirdo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you hear what I said?
No. Can you identify something, Rosemary?
Yeah.
Ceremony.
Rosemary. What was that?
Ceremony.
You don't understand.
Oh, I do understand, Rosemary.
But we'd like to understand some more.
Rosemary, if you could just
Child.
let me know. Oh, what was that?
Child.
Oh. If you could just let me know if it's you that's here with us. If you could identify yourself, sweetheart, that would be lovely.
You were still legally a child too, wasn't she?
Yes,
She just had her 17th birthday, if I remember.
Rosemary, you were a really good girl to say no. To have the strength to say no. To keep yourself as a beautiful, pure girl.
Or was it over fish? We don't know exactly. Or was it a bit of both?
But we know you love John, and you talked about getting married.
Because I think your handbag was found down that way slightly, wasn't it?
Move around a little bit, darling, and go towards over the platforms and that again. Rosemary, can you just let us know where you are, sweetheart?
Where's a better place to talk to you?
It's coming.
What's coming? Dead as a dodo in this spot.
You know what is really funny? If the ghost tube app wasn't doing the right thing last time, why is it not doing it now?
Well, this is it.
And I kind of like this because it goes to show that things aren't made up. What we're giving all our viewers on YouTube the truth. Sometimes you get things and sometimes you don't, and today is very quiet.
Rosemary, do you remember seeing the doctor that night? Your doctor that lived in Alfred Road? Because sadly you made it to the hospital, and then when they were taking you up to a ward to keep an eye on you, you passed away in the elevator.
Russell.
Oh, you got some dark clouds over there.
Closed. Pagan.
Hey Rosemary, we've just found out some more information too about one of your nights out with John.
I can talk.
Why can't you talk, Rosemary?
Why can't you talk, sweetheart? Is Eric with you?
We're here.
Who's we're here?
You and Eric, or you and somebody else, or who? Rosemary, we found out that one of your nights out with John, you went to Luna Park at Scarborough. Not many people know about Luna Park at Scarborough because now it's a shopping centre. The other thing
I'm right here.
The other thing is that you went on the Gee Whiz.
I'm close.
And for many years the Gee Whiz was set up at Claremont Showgrounds, and that's where I've just been. But the Gee Whiz isn't there anymore, it's gone. Do you remember what car you rode when you were on the Gee Whiz?
What?
Is that you making noise or a dog, darling?
Oh, he's banging the bed. I keep trying to put
Stop
you on mute.
recording.
Stop it.
Why stop recording? We were getting some weird stuff as it is earlier on this morning when we were on FaceTime doing some shopping.
Undecided.
Was that you or Eric coming through?
Rosemary, can you tell me how you are today?
What is the date?
Well, we're in July 23.
2023. 60 years ago, Rosemary.
You walked along this road because you were walking home because you had a fight with John, didn't you?
Do you know, Rosemary, that the police said that John hit you on purpose?
What brought you here?
You did. That John told the police that he hurt you on purpose. Well, he tried to scare you, but he was responsible. And the police believed it because what they thought, or what they were insinuating, was that after John hit you, he was going to pick you up. And the railway tracks are just there, and he was going to put your body on the railway tracks so that when a train hit you, it would cover up what he had done. Did you know that?
What is that?
What is what? That's a pretty disgusting story, isn't it, Rosemary? Because John loved you so much, and he still does today.
Do you mind us coming and visiting you here, Rosemary? Or would you like us to go to the cemetery? I mean, you didn't die here and you didn't die at the cemetery. Or you want to be left alone?
Please leave.
So you'd like to be left alone?
Below.
What's that?
Below.
Rosemary, if that's you, if you asked us to leave again, we'll go. Because we definitely don't want to hurt you.
We commanded.
What do you command?
Pain.
Eric might have commanded pain. I don't know about you, Rosemary. You were in pain.
Lewis. I'm not sure.
You're not sure about what?
Flame. Prison.
Flame as in boyfriend flame? Because that is an old-fashioned term for a boyfriend or a girlfriend, is a flame. And John did go to prison.
Or again, are we speaking to Eric because he used to burn places and he went to prison?
Give it to me.
Give what to you? For anybody that really is into the Eric Edgar Cooke scenarios, you can rent from WA from the public library as an ebook Estelle Blackburn's book Broken Lives.
Pathetic.
The book's pathetic, is it? So that's Eric, is it? But if you can, I would suggest
Never.
you buy the first edition,
Oh,
which has some nice pictures, if you can call them nice, maps, and some informative information, like the police diagram that shows where the stump was, where parts of Rosemary's belongings were found. For anybody that doesn't know...
Let me show you.
Well, show us then.
Quickly.
Yeah, come on then. Apparently Eric was coming down Stubbs Terrace and he saw Rosemary walking up from the underpass. Now, back in 1963, the end of Stubbs Terrace wasn't one way like it is now. Well, it's not really one way. It's two way, but you can't go out. You can only come in. And it was a big open space at the bottom, and apparently there was a phone box down there. And Eric did a U-turn at the phone box. And he came back up Stubbs Terrace, and apparently he hit Rosemary, and apparently she dented the roof, the bonnet of the car.
Only for you.
And went over the roof.
First.
And fell out the back of the car, because she went over the car. And supposedly Eric drove off and didn't
scratch.
Stop.
I'm not sure how.
You don't remember how? Now, Eric's told two different stories when it comes to the next part. The first one was he goes up this way and turns into a side street and parks up briefly and checks the damage to the car. When the police didn't believe that he had actually done the crime, because the police were willing to believe when Eric was wrong on other cases and was out by even 1.5 years on one of the stories he told, one of the crimes he committed, when he said, I smashed the car at Kings Park into one of the trees, and he was out by 3 trees. Now, apparently, the actual owner of the car could not even remember, out of all the trees, the hundreds of trees at Kings Park, which tree it was that the car was smashed into. So his wife was asked, and his wife remembered which tree exactly, because they are memorial trees, and the memorial was for a person that had the same name as someone that she went to school with. And I believe that was Longmore. Is that correct?
Turn it off.
But the police saw the tree had consistent damage with a car that had been hit into it.
I'm going.
Okay, but they still didn't believe Eric telling them that he did the crime. So he signed a retraction on his statement. But he did not say, I did not kill Rosemary.
25.
He said, basically, from what I have been told, I was not able to have been the person that killed you, Rosemary. And that's why John stayed in prison. It's the only thing I can say, and what I've read in the book so far, that Eric confessed to what he did. There's one murder that Sharon and I believe he is still accountable for that we know of, but he didn't confess to that. But he also said, I don't want to appeal the death sentence, because he believes that he hurt the community as a whole and he needed to be punished.
Can you tell me, Rosemary,
Royal.
do you see Eric over the other side? What's that you say, name?
Royal.
Quite so friendly today.
No.
Rosemary, is
Find me.
Well, that's what we're here for, Rosemary, if that's you. Didn't she say that before?
What?
Find me.
Find me?
Yeah, find me.
Yeah. She's obviously asking you to find where
Scratch.
Scratch again. Anybody that's seen the first video, we put an R here because we kept getting responses on the Ghost Tube app. It kept beeping, but we get nothing today.
Yeah, just stand in the log again
Ceiling.
for a minute. What was that?
Which log? The second log or the first log?
No, the one back behind there where we were the other time.
This one.
When they said your name. Can I ask, can you say the name again? Who's here talking to
No
you?
thanks.
You don't want to say the name?
Is that Eric, you weasel?
Eric, do you like hanging around here where you hurt your victims? We've been reading the book, Rosemary, that tells what happened to you.
Are you clicking, bub?
No.
Immune.
I can't click because the iPad's on the thing. I'm not even touching it. Is it clicking?
Yeah. Hey, Eric, if you're here, another thing I've just read in the book, you asked one of the detectives after you were sentenced to be hanged, where do you live? And you know that police officer was scared
I'm right here.
that you might have got off and you knew where he lived. So he told you he lived in Angove Street when really he lived in Claremont. Did you know that?
He said, right here. Who's right here with us?
I don't know if he's still alive, but I think you should go and pay him a visit. You should scare the bejeebers out of him. I'm going to say something, I don't mean it. You need to say, run little piggy, run.
Oh my God, Dad, don't say that. Oh my God. You need to be bent over and have your bottom smacked.
Mind you, Eric, I think you had a bit of politeness when it came to the authority, didn't you? You outwitted them sometimes, but...
Thirst.
What? What was that?
Thirst.
Why won't you let us speak to Rosemary, Eric? I want to talk to Rosemary. She's nice. Rosemary, can you hear us? I've been dying to get here to speak to you. Are you going to talk to us? I would like you to tell us something.
Still clicking.
Very weird. Have you got anything you'd like to say to us, Rosemary?
Where am I?
I'm not sure. Where am I?
outside.
I already am outside.
Yeah, looks like it's going to rain. Can I ask, Rosemary, sometimes do you catch the train? Not very chatty at all.
No. It's starting to spit a bit, but I might have to get going because of the time, bub.
Yeah. Well, Rosemary, we're going to have to go. Are we able to very quick? What was that?
Up now. We had below, now we got up.
I'm telling you to go up.
I need to go.
Yeah, we might have to go too.
We're going to have to go now ourselves. Are you going to speak to us just very quickly before we go?
Elizabeth.
And who's Elizabeth? You know, you got the clouds down there. Here we've got the sunshine, but we got
Inside.
wind.
Where?
You can't go inside.
Look.
Look for what? It's probably the Powerball. Just moving out the way for cars.
I guess head up there again, Dad, just underneath the... I think it's starting to get pretty wet there. Or look like it's going to.
$31.
31 what? Well, Rosemary, we're going to have to go now. As we've got other places to go and appointments to be. Is there anything you'd like to say before we leave? It suddenly got cold.
Hey?
It suddenly got cold too.
What, where you are?
Yeah. Are you cold?
No, the rain's a bit cold.
Oh, you're getting wet.
A little bit.
Oh. Just go underneath
Play.
there, Dad. Where the log in it was. And underneath those things.
Fool.
Who's the fool? Me, you, or Eric?
I don't believe this is Rosemary saying that stuff.
Dead as a dodo still.
Well, it goes to show that obviously sometimes her spirit is there because she said your name here too.
Yeah.
And stuff, and she was very interactive, but today, not necessarily so.
Well, Rosemary, we might come back another day. I don't know if that's
Stay with me.
it's doing the clicking.
She wants you to stay. Why do you want us to stay? You going to talk to us? We can stay for 5 more minutes if that's all right. Because I'd really like to communicate with you. I don't want to communicate with Eric. He's the fool.
Oh well. If we do a search on Google View Street Maps for Stubbs Terrace and Selby Street, It just went past.
What?
The Google View car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So it caught you?
Yeah, probably blur it out. Be right if they don't, and Scaryscooby's bloody giving free advertising, eh?
Yeah. It's advertising your phone.
Just extra large blob out of getting rid of the image of me.
Are you going to speak to us, Rosemary? Are you going to tell us what happened to you on that night? When we first put our phone on, you said monster.
Well, I've just walked past this power pole again. I'm not getting beeps like last time.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was the power pole, but it's not.
Very interesting. It's very weird here. I mean, we've definitely made contact with Rosemary on many occasions here. But someone said they had to go. I mean, we're not sure, to be truthful, if it's Eric or it's her, because, Eric could be imitating her for all we know. So...
Don't leave me.
I've got to, Rosemary. I've got to go. I have places to be. And you're not talking to us.
Rosemary, I'm going to tell you a secret. Would you like to know a secret? And Scaryscooby's going to buy a puppy.
Possibly. A little scrappy dude.
A little...
I'm not sure. Give it to me.
Give you the puppy?
Oh, can't do that. The puppy cost a lot of money. They say, Rosemary, that having a puppy's like having a new baby. I think Peter and I are going to be punishing ourselves to have a little baby. We think we're too old for
Joyce.
it.
I don't know who Joyce is.
Maybe it's Joyce Myers come to visit.
I mean, I'd rather Benny Hinn.
Leave here.
Right?
Leave here.
Yeah, Eric.
I mean, if it was Benny Hinn, I'd say, did you try and take the mickey out of Benny Hill? And you thought, well, he's popular, I'll use that name, but I'll put NN instead of LL.
Who are they?
Oh, they're both before your time, if that's Rosemary, even if it's Eric. Alright, we might as well go, Mum, because I want to catch the next train.
Okay.
Another room.
There's no rooms here, we're outside.
Bye-bye, Rosemary. And you take care. We'll come back and see you another day. And if that's you, Eric, see you later.
See ya. Stay here, or... Hey, Eric, go check out those detectives.
I told him.
Yeah, you tell him. Alright, catch you next time. Bye.